Today, we're going to break down the actual journey, step by step. We're talking from absolute zero to building a real income stream that could seriously change things for you. Okay, so take a look at this. I call this the online wealth wheel. And trust me, if you've ever even thought about making money online, you are on this wheel somewhere. The crazy part, a whopping 55% of people haven't even started. Then you've got 28% who are trying, but kind of failing. 16% are actually successful, and then there's that tiny little 1%, the elite. Think of this explainer as your GPS to navigate through these stages. So here's what we're going to do. We'll talk about why this is so important right now, we'll break down every single one of those stages, and then we'll get to what really matters, your very first step. All right, first things first. Why even bother with an online hustle? Let's dig into why this is more crucial now than ever before we get to the how-to. It really boils down to two big things. First, just pure financial safety. Let's be real, with inflation and everything costing more, relying on just one paycheck is, well, it's pretty dangerous. But here's the other part, which is just as huge. You learn skills that college just doesn't teach you. You're forced to get good at managing your time, taking responsibility, and really understanding the value of a dollar. It helps you build that hustler mindset, and that is something you'll carry with you forever. Okay, let's talk about that first big hurdle, stage 1. This is where more than half of people, a massive 55%, get stuck. They get trapped in analysis paralysis, just thinking and planning but never actually doing anything. Look, the goal here isn't to become a millionaire by Tuesday. It's just to get that first win, to prove to yourself you can do it. You could write a simple ebook and hey, use AI to help you get started. Or you could freelance a skill you already have. You'd be amazed what people will pay for, like making a clean PowerPoint. Seriously, the whole point is to just pick something and go for it. And this quote right here, it nails it. The world has gotten lazy. It's not about being a genius. A lot of these opportunities are just about you being willing to do the things other people can't be bothered to do. You're taking advantage of their desire for convenience. All right, so let's say you get past stage 1. You're doing something, but now you hit stage 2, what I call the failing trap, or the pit of despair. This is where about 28% of people get stuck. They're making a little bit of money, maybe, but they feel like they're just spinning their wheels and not getting anywhere. And the number one killer of progress at this stage is something called shiny object syndrome. You know what I'm talking about. One week, you're all in on dropshipping. The next week, you hear about starting a social media agency, so you pivot. Then it's affiliate marketing. The thing is, any of these can work, but none of them will work if you keep jumping around. This quote from Mark Tilbury is the perfect picture of what's happening. It's just like that old drawing of the miner who quits digging right before he hits the giant diamond. Every time you switch to a new idea, you're abandoning all the work you've already put in. You could be so close to a breakthrough and you wouldn't even know it. But if you can fight that urge and stick with it, you break through to stage 3. And this is where things get really interesting. This is where the successful 16% live. And let me tell you, it's not about luck. They're following a specific blueprint. It's basically a 4-step plan. 1, they niche down. They stop trying to be everything to everyone. 2, they're consistent. They do something every single day, even if it's small. 3, they show. They don't just tell. They prove their value instead of just talking about it. And 4, they build social proof, getting those all-important reviews and testimonials. And that first step, niching down, is so important. I know it feels weird, right? Like you're making your audience smaller, but it's the total opposite. Think about it. Would you rather whisper a secret directly into one person's ear or scream into a stadium hoping someone pays attention? Niching down is like whispering in their ear. And this brings us to the final level, stage 4, the elite 1%. This is where your little side hustle stops being a hustle and starts becoming a real, honest-to-goodness business. So what's the secret sauce? What do they do that no one else does? It's one word, just one. Reinvesting. See, when most people finally start making some money, their first thought is, awesome, what can I buy? But the 1%, their first thought is, okay, how can I turn this dollar into $5? They see money as a tool to build something bigger, not just something to spend. Okay, so we've covered the whole path, from start to finish. Let's wrap this up. You literally have the map now. You can see what separates the 55% who are stuck from the 1% who build real businesses. It's not magic, and it's not luck. It's about knowing these stages, figuring out where you are right now, and then just following the plan to get to the next one. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You've seen the whole map. You know where the traps are. There's only one question left. What's your next move? Not tomorrow, not next week. What's one tiny thing you're going to do today to get started?